Hi students, today we will be learning about the sign conventions for convex mirror. Now, what are sign conventions? It is when to give negative sign or a positive sign for different things like the focal length, object distance, image distance and so on. Now, in order to know that, we have to consider the whole setup of the convex mirror into a Cartesian plane. Now, this principal axis will be considered as the x-axis and the pole you have to imagine as the origin. And then you draw a line passing through pole and perpendicular to the x-axis or the principal axis, and this line will be considered as the y-axis. Now see, from the pole, anything, the line on the right side of the principal axis, it is considered as positive x-axis. And the line from pole to the left of the principal axis, it is considered as negative x-axis. From pole, the line above the principal axis is considered as positive y-axis, and the line below the principal axis from pole is considered as negative y-axis. This is just like the mathematics Cartesian plane. Now, imagine, so let me give some values to this Cartesian plane. This will be positive x-axis. So the values will be like 1, 2. Let the focus be at 3, 4, 5. And then at 6, let be the center of curvature. And let me give some values on this side also. And for this, it will take all positive values. And for the line below, it will take all negative values. Now, in order for us to know what and all sign u will take, u is object distance, children. U is object distance. Now, we all know the object, it should be placed in front of the mirror. So, let me say the object is placed here. So, by definition, the distance from object to the mirror, what is it called? It is called as u. But at what place u is located? At -3. So, u will always be negative. Since the object will always be placed on a negative x-axis, u will always have negative sign. U will always have negative sign. Now, let us come to image distance. V is called image distance. And how do you define image distance? As distance from image to the mirror. And you know, children, for convex mirror, there are only two possibilities of image formation. The image will either form at F or in between F and P, or in between F and P. So, where are the images forming? Behind the mirror. And you know, children, whenever an image is forming behind the mirror, such an image is called as virtual image, and virtual image will always be upright or erect. So, the virtual image will be something like this. Now, the distance from the image till the mirror, it is called as V. Now, where is this image lying? It is lying on positive x-axis. So, the sign of the V will always be positive because it always forms virtual image. It always forms virtual image. Now, what is focal length? Focal length is the distance from focus to the mirror. So, the distance from focus to the mirror, this will be called as focal length. And where is the focus? On the other side, that is on the positive x-axis. And hence, for a convex mirror, the focal length will always be positive. Whatever be the question, the moment they say focal length, you can give positive values. Negative for u and positive for v. Always, in all sorts of numericals, these are the there is no conditions for this things. Now let us worry about the height of the object. What is h? H is the object size or the height of the object size. Imagine this is the object of height 5 centimeters. Of height 5 centimeters. Now, how is the object pointed? The object is pointing to the positive y axis. Where is the arrow pointing? The arrow is pointing to the positive y axis. Hence, if the arrow is pointing towards the positive y axis, the object size or height of the object is taken as positive. And how do we keep an object? Always upright, always pointing towards the positive y-axis. Hence, the h will always take a positive side. No conditions here also. The next one is h prime. H prime is image height or image size. Image height or size. Now, you know, for a convex mirror, it is always the virtual image that will be forming, and virtual image, children, you know, it is upright, which means it will be pointing again to the positive y-axis, and hence the h prime also will be positive always. Will be positive always. Now let us learn a few things about magnification. Now magnification, you know, children, has two formulae, minus v by u, and magnification also has another formula, h prime by h. Now on solving any of these, and if you get a value for magnification, if you get a value of 1, can a convex mirror give a image that is the exact size as that of the object? No. So this case where m is equals to 1 is not possible for convex mirrors. What do you mean by m greater than 1? Which means the image size is enlarged, is bigger than the object size. But you know, children, for a convex mirror, the image will always be smaller than the object. So, in no way that you can have an image greater than the object size. Hence, this case also is not possible. Then what kind is possible for magnification? You will have magnification value less than 1 always for convex mirror. What do you mean by magnification less than 1? Which means the size is diminished. Size of image is diminished. You will get the value of m only in decimals. Such a case is possible. So only this case is possible for convex mirror. The rest and the two values are not applicable. Let us come to the signs of magnification. Now, m, if it takes negative, what do you mean by m value is negative? Which means it is forming a real. Negative means real and inverted image. Does a convex mirror form a real image? No, it will not. So negative means real and inverted, and since a convex mirror doesn't form real and inverted, you cannot have a negative sign for convex mirrors. Then m is equals to positive. The moment I say positive for a magnification, it means that the mirror is is forming a virtual image. And you know, convex mirror always forms virtual images. Hence, this is possible for convex mirror.